such a beautiful day, and I am receiving from SU. So I will pass the mic and get myself out of the way. Oh wait. Not that far to the south. I'll turn EFI down a little bit. Just like I suspected. Turn down for what? Oh my goodness. My voice, my head, just intuition on 10. Let's call it that, since we like to label things. Channeling is intuition on 10. Some people have it on 3. Some people have it on 6, 7, 8. On 10, it's a full body experience. Might be good to figure out where you're at with your intuition if you are planning to make it. What I'm doing is establishing a new blueprint. New combination of rituals. It's not meant to look like anything that the world has ever seen before. It's not. I looked at everything that was out there. I went from church to church. I studied religion without getting a certification for it. I studied the people who were performing. And that's what they were. They were performing. The ego is performing for validation every time it speaks, every time it desires to be heard. That desire sometimes leads and leads. It's how we handle our tasks. The ones we like, the ones we don't like. We automate them. And by automate, we make it into a habitual pattern, and we don't check it to see if it needs to be updated. We don't tweak it to point it towards our highest good. Instead, we allow the patterns to instill comfort, and the comfort to make us sleepy. And we take a nap. And our lifetime has been a huge nap. We look up and we see what our life has done for us because our ego is running the show. And I love the movie Click because it showed such the dramatic aspect of it, of the relationships that we destroy when we're just fast forwarding through different aspects of our lives. This is really the definition of becoming spiritually bankrupt, because we're not stopping to give thanks to the Creator for the sunshine that we have, the green trees that continue to come back, the people who make life more enjoyable, even the ones who need to get away from, teaches us the lesson of needing to get away from them first and foremost, and where our mindset is to be the magnet to that. And if you are checking for something, then that should be the first thing you check for. What type of mindset am I holding on to? What kind of ritual pattern that's embedded somewhere in my bodies that is holding on to this pattern that doesn't serve me clearly? And our egos are plugged into collective consciousness, so you got to deal with the agent of it. The agent is going to say, we don't need to do anything. We are in the middle of relaxing, so it doesn't want to learn something new. It doesn't want to get out of its comfort zone. This is what happens. The fight is a dismissal of the true self's urges to do something different, something new. Pro tip: true self is the first thing that pops into your head. Always. No matter how weird you might think it is. It's only when you run it back that you allow your analytical mind to corrupt that original thought. And if you're doing that, then you're not in tune with your inner self. It's going to take you some places that you don't want to go, so that you can face things that you don't want to face. But it also knows that there's a reward when you clear the board. I'm thinking of Super Mario Brothers. And, you know, along the way you jump up, you get a mushroom, and it gives you the it factor. And then eventually you get to boards where those mushrooms are few in between, and you gotta master them on your own. You got to wean yourself off of things that you lean on constantly that help you to bypass the feelings, the emotions, the pieces that need to come out of the body. Emotions pent up are the biggest things that need to come out. So they say repent. And I don't know what it's been converted into because I stopped listening. But if something's pent up, you gotta let it out. Compression needs depression. When you start crying, you start releasing emotions. You start releasing emotions, that fluid, that water, and you drink some more water and put new stuff in. It's coming out salty. You ever fall asleep crying and you have streaks on your face the next day? You got a lot of salt in your body that needs to come out for multiple reasons. Your health. Heart doesn't do too well with too much salt. So, emotional intelligence is the best cure for heart disease. Regulating yourself. That's what this is about. The technology of the body. If we can master the body, then we can now get to the good part, the spiritual body. And while you're working with the spiritual body, you just start to release what each spirit in the spiritual body is holding in the emotional body. It's a really good concept. That's just an overview. But there are little steps that are along the way. There's nuggets of information that need to be accompanied. And that's why the program takes a year at the minimum. Yeah, we have things that are quick and easy, but this is not quick and easy. This is your soul. And it's quick and easy for those who want quick and easy. They might not need the full Monty. Not everybody wants to be a vessel for God. So we are looking for spiritual community. We're looking for psychics and practitioners, and we want to partner. At the end of the day, we want to partner because we want to reach our quota. We are supposed to find a number of people to match a frequency of 144,000. And it's going to take a minute. We got 7 years to figure some things out before the ice wall that's holding the planet from shifting its poles is purposeful. That's what the Watchers are here for. They have been preventing the poles from shifting because the precession of the equinox has ended and we've entered into a new age, and the little rumbles and things that are happening across the globe is child's play on what happens when those poles get released. It could break America. It's been divided for so long since the arrival. We are not even in the ballpark of fixing it. I killed something, and I notice that it's dead, and I notice that without the demonic voice hovering, there is a different calmness happening. I mean, the big self-sustaining demons are still out there. The two major players on the planet have been removed from the planet. So it's just, wow, 298 more. That number is the number of Watchers that came down. That's what we are looking for. These souls that are in bodies. In order to effectively destiny swap, you have to do a lot more than surface level stuff. And that's the long and short of it. I think I understand what I'm being shown right now. So I'm going to pause for a second to make sure that I'm saying this out loud. Wow. Okay. I'm tingling. Destiny swapping is what happened to a lot of the artists who went to Epstein Island. The last relationship that I was in ended rather abruptly, and I had to find out through third party that it was over. And that was a slip of the mouth that my mom did by even having that conversation with me. But she is prone to look for things to knock me down a notch. So it's really been a bad guidance type deal. And so her position was usurped when I received this ancestral blessing, and I have Ori. The big Christ in heaven attached to me, and I get to talk to him all day, every day, and his advice pretty much trumps all of the shit that she's ever told me to keep me small. Because her mom didn't like me, and I was very, very wanting to be seen and heard. I started rapping. Oh man, I used to get up on the old abandoned buildings and just belch out rap lyrics. I memorized all of Slick Rick's lyrics and sung them, rapped them out when I went to camp, and I didn't know anybody. And by the time I left camp, I went from being afraid to being the one that was exchanging his number with a girl for the first time. I was 10 years old. I had no idea what that was supposed to do, but I saw someone do it, and we have a tendency to follow a leader in certain ways. So that was my mother, and the conundrum that she had, because her mom was pissed that she decided to claim me which didn't allow her to. So by the time I was 3, I was getting it. That's when my recorder came on. I recorded stuff from 3 years old up until now. My grandmother passed away to make this story brief. And we get into the sins of the father fall to the son. ancestry when there is a blood trauma that you incarnate with, you can definitely make it worse. But when you have children, you pass that on to them also. And if you made it worse, then you pass that on to them when you die. And so that's a burden. But if you are a grandmother, you passed it to everyone in the bloodline. And it puts everyone in the bloodline in jeopardy of going to the same place that you are going, the underworld. Because not everybody's checking for it. So, that's my family. The person I was dating had a unique thing that she never talked about. Healing. She never talked about healing. And I know this because I was recording everything she's ever said. So, it didn't surprise me about the performance. What did surprise me is her involvement in my situation, being out here. God made the best lemonade. It's been sweet. I mean, man, a full nervous system reset. And I barely paid attention to anything, let alone this. But I grew up in DC and I developed street smarts and I fought a lot. And a lot of people knew me as that type of fighter. And so they stopped putting me in situations where I had to fight. That's when my neighborhood started to protect me. And I had friends who went places with me. I got to a certain level and it looked like I was going to get a shot. That's how I survived DC. And I went other places and I lived there too, and I survived that too. North Carolina, New York. Life has been survival. Recovery has been so much better. Along the way, I got a chance to see a lot more of the people who are connected to this other side of life. The one person that I confided in was trying to Epstein Island me. Epstein Island me. Because that's the only way they could truly destiny swap. Is to open my head and put a new pineal gland in. Wow. She killed a lot of people. Destinies, I can see. I had family who switched sides, and one who I two. Oh, okay, I get it. Two family members that I told that this woman was lying. Sat with them all, told them same thing I told her. But I was not seeing the signs of my grandmother in them because I had received it and I had dealt with it. And I'm in the forest, so, I'm not thinking about those people over there, those people over there. I just knew that there is a generational curse that's there, and it needed to be resolved in me. And so I took care of me. Because I came in by myself, and I leave by myself. They came in by themselves, and they get to leave by themselves. I saw my mother die. My reaction was, I saw lawyers and politicians and I saw a lot of death. This was these were visions. These were Ifa showing me what was to come on the trajectory of the timelines that these people are on. And while while I was being queried about cheating in a 9x7 camper and egged on for how gangster that would have been if I had actually done it. I've been known to deep game on conversations that are small talk, and I don't like small talk, so it makes me stare harder at the hidden agenda. So I was being cheated on, which is a shame because I had a vision of the two men and I accepted it. I am fucking psychic. What in the hell is wrong with these people? Damn it. Oh my goodness. I routinely have visions of people in my life and not in my life. And sometimes you can't really tell because it's being hidden from you. So there was a life lesson in this, and I got it. Oh my goodness, did I get it. But, oh man, Destiny swapped the full Monty. She wanted my body. She wanted, so her and the demon that I was fighting can live out the remainder of this tribulation. It's a lot of work to die anyway. I was wondering why the demon disappeared. I thought I said, did I KO it? Did I win? It's like, you won.